Hello, Cancer. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of April from the 16th through the 30th. General, as always, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. If you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below in the description box. I will, of course, include a link to the decks that you do see here today, along with the creators that have provided them. And of course, cross-watchers are welcome. So I will go ahead and timestamp this reading down below. I'm going to be breaking it up into two sections. We're going to start with the Divine Masculine perspective here, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the Divine Feminine. So starting off with these two decks here, Cancer, and we're taking a look at the songs in the key of love inspired by both of my heart songs decks. So this time around, we are tapping into musical messages for this love connection. Okay, so from the Heart Songs deck, we'll grab a couple songs, and then we'll grab a couple messages from the Real Talk with Him Words of Wisdom deck. All right, so let's begin. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the Divine Masculine for this Cancer reading. So let's grab a couple of songs and see where the masculine is at right now. Okay, I'm guided to this one. Crazy Glue by Jessica Sanchez. For those who are not familiar with her, she was actually one of the finalists from one of the seasons from American Idol. I forget what season it was, but she's so gifted and very talented. So this is one of her songs. No matter what, I don't ever want to lose you. If it's the last thing I do, I hold on to you like crazy glue. When I'm with you, I'm complete. You're like the last puzzle piece. Every day you always say to me, I'll be there. Even in the darkest moments, I'll be there forever. So this is a message perhaps from the Divine Masculine for the feminine, letting you know, feminines, that they're going to stick with you no matter what, like crazy glue. Okay, so let's grab another song, guided to this one. You're the Inspiration by Chicago. Someone could even be from Chicago here. This could be a favorite song of the masculine or even the feminine. You know, our love was meant to be the kind of love to last forever. And I want you here with me from tonight until the end of time. You should know everywhere I go, always on my mind and my heart and my soul. All right, so you still inspire the Divine Masculine, my feminines, for feminines tuning and watching for this masculine. You are the inspiration, okay, for their life in their heart. Let's go ahead and grab a couple cards now from the Real Talk with Him deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. All right, so what additional messages from the masculine here? I'm guided to this one. My heart was still broken when we met. I'm sorry I broke yours. Okay, so take that if it applies. It could go either way, but we are focused on the Divine Masculine here. So if your masculine broke your heart, feminines, that's because they were broken to begin with. Let's go ahead and grab another message here. I won't put my life on hold for you, so please don't put your life on hold for me. If we're meant to be, we'll find our way back to each other. So this is an indication for some of you tuning in that, first of all, you guys are not together, and your masculine does not want you to put your life on hold because maybe right now they've got stuff that they need to figure out in their own life. Even though they feel still so drawn to you, you inspire them, the love is here. I'm just kind of feeling here, because we might have a masculine here who was broken, having experienced heartbreak or something really difficult in their life, not necessarily just their love life, just whatever this broken energy is all about. But they're coming through here letting the feminine know, it's like, I'm sorry I broke yours. I broke your heart because I myself was broken. So don't put your life on hold for me while I figure out what it is that I need to figure out. And if you guys are truly meant to find your way back, life will find a way to make that happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here. So you guys could have experienced maybe a painful breakup, something difficult here in this partnership that you guys had to endure. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages from my Silhouettes deck here. For Cancer, the Divine Masculine. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. What else do we need to know when it comes to this connection? All right, here we go. Fifth dimension. That's where you guys are connecting in the meantime because you're not together in the 3D world. When our 3D world is spiraling out of control, here is where chaos cannot touch us. Here is where we can just be. And, you know, going back to the song Crazy Glue, you know, just the whole reference to crazy. In the 3D world, spiraling out of control, that's where things are a little bit chaotic and crazy. But in the 5D, things are calmer, things are peaceful. You guys are able to interact in a much better way. But look at this. We have rendezvous. I need to see you. Let's meet up sometime. So even though you guys are not together right now, more than likely, we do have a masculine here who still wants to be able to meet up with the feminine. Perhaps to finally get the conversation going. To start healing what has happened. We do have revelation here. Sometimes you have to spend time in the darkness so you can finally see the light. And going back to the Crazy Glue song, because part of the lyrics, it does say, every day you always say to me, I'll be there, even in the darkest moments. Someone was in a very dark space here. It could have been the masculine, because again, this is a message from the Divine Masculine. My heart was still broken when we met. That was their dark place. So my feminines that connected with this masculine at that time, they could have already been in a dark place. They could have already not been in a very good place in their heart and their life. But you guys ended up getting into a relationship, and there were still some parts of this masculine that hadn't fully healed. Let's see what else. What else? We've got Dream House. It's not a home unless we're in it together. So you guys, for some of you that relate to this, maybe you guys live together, you shared a home together. Could have been the masculine that moved out. Or it could have been the feminine too. But this is just a home now. This is just a house. It's just four walls. The warmth, the love, it's not there because you guys are not together. What there is right now is loneliness. I've seen these clouds before, but I don't ever recall them looking so sad. It must feel this emptiness in my heart and the storm falling down from my eyes. So, tears were definitely shed here. But we have mine. Okay? So, the feminine watching this reading for this Divine Masculine, I feel you still want this masculine. But your masculine clearly letting you know, don't put your life on hold waiting for me. Because they need to do work on themselves so that they can heal whatever's broken here. We have nightfall, so there's something about the nighttime that is coming through here. There's nothing to be afraid of as long as you're with me, okay? Someone could be afraid of the dark, or maybe something significant happened in the nighttime. There's nothing to be afraid of. This could have even been something that the masculine said to the feminine. As long as you're with me, there's nothing to be afraid of. We can tackle the obstacles and challenges of our relationship together. take this if it applies, mystery woman, okay? Representing infidelities in the partnership, third-party situations for some of you. I'm the one he hides in the shadows, the one he doesn't tell you about, the one he comes home late for. Nightfall. The one he comes home late for. The one he desires when he's not with you. So, part of this nightfall energy, this nighttime energy, is that the masculine could have been spending time with this mystery woman, and that is what resulted in the breakup and the chaos in the 3D world. Some challenges there for sure. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight from the Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer, for the Divine Masculine. What else do we need to know here? What else? We have alone. So right now, maybe the masculine is alone. More than likely. Because what's presenting itself here is you guys are not together. They want to be able to meet up with the feminine. And this card says, we spend so much time trying to find that ideal partner, our soulmate. We forget to throw that energy into ourselves, to find love within yourself first before you can find that love elsewhere. It will find you once you can spend time alone and get to a place where you enjoy spending time with you. And part of this alone time for the Divine Masculine is to be able to heal that brokenness about themselves. We've got joy here. Could have been love at first sight between the masculine and feminine. But what damaged this relationship was infidelity, trust issues, affairs. It really was love at first sight. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Talking too much. It really was love at first sight the moment I saw you. From that first glance that I knew was meant for only me. The brush of your hand against mine, your heartwarming smile, and everything about you that brings me joy beyond measure. Thank you for choosing me for life. You guys might have even discussed marriage, long-term commitment. You know, for life. This is not a temporary situation and relationship that was discussed at one point in time. You guys wanted to be life partners, but something clearly happened here that drove a wedge between the two of you. And what that something was this mystery woman. This masculine allowed this person to come in and definitely create a lot of drama. So my feminines relating to this storyline, this is you tapping into your inner strength. I gave my all, everything I had inside me, but it wasn't enough. Was it ever enough? Am I good enough? Why am I standing here heartbroken? I don't deserve this. I'll be all right. I'm strong. This pain is trying to shatter me. I won't let it. I will overcome. And you will. It'll take time, but you will overcome that. We have maybe. You and I have so many layers to our relationship. The good, the amazing, the wonderful, the intimacy. I can't read my own stuff. The intimacy, the funny, the serious, the uncertainty, the boundaries, the goodbyes, the end. So there is a reference to a goodbye, something that ended here between the masculine and feminine. Life has many layers too. Maybe someday our connection can bloom into something even more beautiful than what we had to begin with. But it is a maybe. It's not a yes, but it's not a no either. So the possibility of maybe you guys overcoming this is a maybe for now. We have beso. Your lips were meant for mine. Isn't that interesting? It's right next to that mine card. No other kiss can ever compare to your kiss, our kiss. So what I get from the Divine Masculine here is that obviously there's a possibility for infidelities here. It's presenting itself. And we can't ignore that. But once this all went down, and maybe this masculine realizing what they did, that they ruined a beautiful relationship, there was something very special about those intimate moments with the feminine, something very special about the way you guys kiss. And your kisses could not compare to the kiss that they had with this mystery woman. That's what I'm getting. But my feminines, this could be where you're at. Beauty. I am invisible to you. I blend into the darkness of the night sky. There's that darkness again, that reference to nighttime. No matter what I do to share my light with you, you choose to dim it by pushing me away, ignoring me, never giving me the time of day. You're too busy mingling with the so-called beautiful ones. If you only knew the beauty within me that you are failing to recognize. If only. You see the story that's coming through here? We have a feminine that was ignored, that was neglected, that was made to really feel ugly. Even though the feminine is so incredibly beautiful, not just on the outside, but the inside as well. But the masculine failed to recognize that. And then we've got anxiety here. This can apply to both the masculine and the feminine, whoever relates to it most. Because I feel that's an energy that you both can relate to. But because of what went down and how it's presenting itself here in this reading so far, it could be the feminine that's in this energy of anxiety. And it says, there was a time when I was open to love and all of its vulnerabilities. I was brave, unafraid, but heartbreak has a way of changing a person, causing us to be closed off, holding ourselves back from finding true love. My anxieties have covered me in a blanket of fear. I'm so cold in the darkness, and I'm not sure I can ever let anyone in again. There are references to nighttime and darkness in this reading. It keeps popping up. And that is because we started off with a masculine who was broken to begin with. As long as they are in that dark space, that is what they're going to create more of. So we're going to have to dig a little bit deeper here to see if the masculine can get out of that dark energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'm going to go ahead and use my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. And if you're new to my channel, this is a deck that I created especially for advanced beginners. The majority of the cards does contain upright and reversed meaning, so it makes it really easy to learn tarot. The twist here is that I've added new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So it adds that twist to help you be a little bit more of or encounter a challenge during a reading to help you learn things in a different way. So it's a fun deck to learn for sure, but it's definitely for more advanced beginners who've already had maybe a little bit of experience reading tarot cards. So Cancer, Divine Masculine. Let's see what else we need to know here. We've got Archangel Chamuel. I am the angel of peaceful relationships. I can help bring the right person into your life, your ideal mate. I can help you become closer with your current partner. I can help you heal any conflicts in your relationships, attract new love, and strengthen your existing connections. If you crave intimacy in your life, I can assist with that too. That is much needed, that help from Archangel Chamuel, because peace is definitely needed in this partnership. Because right now, there's this energy of anxiety. There's a lot of darkness that's represented here. We do have the Page of Wands. So for some of you, your masculine could represent a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So divine feminines will receive good news from this masculine. Maybe a text, a phone call, or possibly even reaching out on social media. The masculine ready to come forward as this King of Cups, ready to offer that cup of love to the feminine. But my feminines, are you ready? We've got lots of masculine energy coming through here. The Baron of Fire is one of the new court cards, followed by the Baron of Air. So lots of masculine energy coming through for the divine feminine. So as I've mentioned, some of you are dealing with a divine masculine who's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. King of Cups representing water. Cancer, of course, that's your own vibe right there. For cross watchers, divine feminine, this could represent your masculine right here, especially if you are dealing with a masculine who is a Cancer. And then we've got the Baron of Air, representing divine masculine, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So lots of references here towards the masculine energy for the feminine. So let's go through these. Okay, so the King of Cups is known to be very caring and loving, very compassionate, emotionally balanced, affectionate person. The Baron of Fire is known to be adventurous, a jovial personality. They're confident. They can be a passionate lover. Okay. The Baron of Air is known to be well educated, financially stable, loves a great conversation, friendly, reliable, loyal. So certainly all good qualities coming forward from the masculine. And obviously the challenge here is that they weren't always coming forward with this type of energy towards the feminine. But they're ready to make amends. They're wanting to fix this. Can they fix it? That is the question. In order for this relationship to work with the divine feminine, this is what's needed, is that Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving. Equal give and take. It's got to be 50-50. It's got to be both people who are putting in the same amount of effort in the relationship. It can't be just one person putting in and the other person taking. It's got to be equal. That's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. For some of you, you could be dealing with an earth sign also, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And then we've got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands representing forward planning, looking ahead, getting to a point in this equation where you guys are actually happy with the choices that you make. For some of you, this can represent a long distance romance with the masculine. This can also represent, for some of the divine feminines, a new relationship, a budding relationship with someone new, especially if you're just not interested in rekindling a partnership. And then we've got the moon right there. So for some of you, your person could be a Pisces. So this represents anxieties, fear, illusions. There could have been deceptive energies here. Secrets. Mental confusion. That is what the moon's energy represents. So there could have been infidelities here, which we already know because of the mystery woman card that came forward. There were indiscretions here in this partnership, and we've got a lot of masculine energy coming through here. So they know what they've done. They're quite aware of that. But I'm also feeling here that peace can be restored. Archangel Chamuel is here to help restore the peace that perhaps has been lacking. But yeah, this is simply clarifying that part of this deceptive energy is that there were affairs and lies and secrets and deceptive energies going on here. There was cheating going on. At the end of the day, that's what was going on. So it makes sense to me that we've got this Eight of Cups, because more than likely the divine feminine decided to walk away from the masculine, and now we have a masculine here who's feeling quite lonely, because that as well is a part of the energy of the Eight of Cups, and we've already got the loneliness card right here. So because we have a broken masculine, they ended up hurting themselves as a result of hurting the feminine here. And I'm just feeling for some of the feminines tuning in, you decided to walk away from this one because you had to deal with infidelities and trust issues in the partnership, and there wasn't this equal give and take in the relationship. And then bottom of the deck, we do have Archangel Daniel coming through here. Some of you guys, take it if it makes sense. Some of you were perhaps married, or at least in a committed partnership where you guys talked about marriage. Archangel Daniel is the angel of marriage, union, and eloquence. I can help you attract love into your life to help you become the best version of yourself, so you can be the ideal partner for your ideal partner. When you are fulfilled and whole within yourself, this paves the way for finding true love through another. I can help heal those who are going through a divorce or separation to reignite and maintain the spark in your partnerships. I am here to help open your heart chakra. That is so needed. It's needed because there's definitely healing that needs to happen here. When there's infidelity, third parties, trust issues, secrets, deception, lies, betrayals in a partnership, that takes time to heal from. And the masculine has to be able to address their own issues and what's keeping them in this dark place in their life. And hopefully Archangel Chamuel and Archangel Daniel can help the masculine deal with those things to be a better partner for the feminine. But I am feeling for the divine feminine, watching for this masculine. More than likely, you've probably detached and walked away because of what was going on. And I mean, certainly nobody can blame you for that, considering what is presenting itself here. Okay, so let's grab some numbers here for the masculine. So I'm going to pull from the Twin Flames Angel Numbers deck by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer Divine Masculine. What are the numbers and messages for the masculine right now? So the masculine has to be able to fix their own issues, to heal what's keeping them broken. 0330, this is a green light from your angels. The answer is yes. That's fantastic. So that yes for the masculine can pertain to so many things, but certainly when it comes towards healing and addressing what's been holding them back, giving them the green light to perhaps pave the way for a reunion if that's something that you're both wanting. We've got 945, step into your senses as a way of communicating with your twin flame on an intimate level. And for now, that communication is in the 5D, but eventually the masculine would like to communicate in the 3D world. They want to be able to meet up with the feminine to hopefully get the conversation going towards healing. So in the meantime, the masculine might be interested in taking a vacation, a short trip. We have 533. A change in scenery may help to clear the mind. Much needed. Much needed. A short trip or vacation may be helpful. We have 000. Examine situations with your third eye. Do not rely on your human eyes to be your true guide. So this is something that the divine masculine needs to be able to tap into, to trust their gut and intuition and to make better choices. 651, your twin flame has been visiting you in your dreams. Write your feelings down upon awakening. So we might have a feminine who's visiting the masculine in their dreams, and it would be helpful for them as a part of their healing journey to start a dream journal, perhaps. And lastly, we do have 55. Reserve your right to say no. Enabling toxic behavior serves no one in the end. And maybe that's something that the masculine struggled with. You know, every situation, every option, every scenario ended up getting a yes. And that included making bad decisions towards saying yes to people that had no business being in their life. And that includes this mystery woman, because that's what resulted in all of the drama and chaos for this masculine. They have to learn how to say no to things that are toxic, that are not good for them. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some messages now to wrap up what's going on with the masculine. I'm going to pull from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck. So if the masculine had the opportunity to speak up and open up their heart and say what it is that they need to say to the feminine, what is it that this masculine would like to say? Focusing on Cancer, Divine Masculine. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. What do they want to say? My world would fall apart without you here. Exactly. That's already happening. But at the same time, you know, they have a lot of work that they need to do on themselves. And they really need to figure things out for themselves and to begin their healing. Which is why we have that message. I won't put my life on hold for you, so please don't put your life on hold for me. That is the message from the masculine to the feminine. But also recognizing no one else can love me the way you do. No one else. But they did allow someone else to be a part of their life, unfortunately. My heart is mending because of your love. This is a crucial message for the feminine here, watching for this masculine. Especially if you still have so much love in your heart for your masculine, even though you guys are not together right now. That love of yours is what's causing this broken masculine to heal. I love this. Look at this. We've got a yes right here. So remember, going back to this message, reserve your right to say no. Enabling toxic behavior serves no one in the end. So perhaps this is something that they're working on, saying no to people that don't need to be a part of their life and saying yes to the feminine. Saying yes to the right person. And that is you, Divine Feminine. Let's grab one more card to wrap up this reading for the masculine here. There are no words in existence to express how much you mean to me. Okay? So you still mean so much to this masculine. And I have a feeling here they've realized the error of their ways and what they've done to ruin the dynamic of this partnership. But right now they need to work on themselves. And as the card says, if we're meant to be, we'll find our way back to each other. And I feel there's a really good possibility for that. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself here, Cancer, when it comes to the masculine. So hopefully whatever part of it made sense for you, the viewer, that it helps you out. And if you want to go ahead and watch the next part of this reading focused on the Divine Feminine, you're more than welcome to do so. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, Cancer, so let's go ahead and take a look at the messages for the Divine Feminine here. starting with the Heart Songs of the 90s deck, and then we'll grab some cards from the Real Talk with Her Words of Wisdom deck. So let's begin. Where is the feminine at on this journey? What are the songs? Songs in the key of love, Heart Songs of the 90s, especially if you love 90s love songs. Let's go ahead and see. Musical messages for this love connection. All right, so for the feminine, what's the song? We have I Can Love You Like That by All for One. So the lyrics, I would make you my world, move heaven and earth if you were my girl. I will give you my heart, be all that you need, show you your everything that's precious to me, if you give me a chance. So obviously we have a masculine here who's talking to the feminine, wanting to let you know that they would move heaven and earth in order to perhaps fix what's broken between the two of you. So we'll take a look and see if this reading plays off of the first part with the masculine reading, or if it ends up coming through with a completely separate storyline, or just parts of it that kind of play off of each other. So we'll take a look and see. But just this song alone, it definitely makes a lot of sense when it comes to what came through from the Divine Masculine reading. You're precious to this masculine, and they want another chance to make things right. Let's go ahead and grab another song. I'm guided to this one. All for Love by Rod Stewart, Bryan Adams, and Sting. So the lyrics here, let's make it all for one and all for love. Let the one you hold be the one you want, the one you need. Because when it's all for one, it's one for all. When there's someone that you know, then just let your feelings show and make it all for one and all for love. And what I get from this is there's this need to definitely work as a team. That came through from the Divine Masculine reading. Equality, equal give and take. You both have to be all in, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, so let's add to this and let's see what else from the Real Talk with Her deck. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Cancer, focusing now on the Divine Feminine. What's the message? So we'll grab a couple from here. Guided to this one. If the work is not done, the shadows will remain. Okay? Which is true. This can apply to both the feminine and the masculine, especially if there's some of you that need to do that shadow work for yourself. Certainly when it comes to the masculine, they need to do that. And also, if the effort is not put in, the relationship will not thrive, is basically what that says. Let's grab another message. You can hope, wish, and pray all you want, but you can only manifest what is truly meant to be yours. Absolutely. And that applies to so much more than just your love life, my feminines. It can apply to every aspect of your life. You can only manifest what is truly meant to be yours. Okay? So those are the messages. Let's go ahead and add to this. So I'm going to set these guys aside over here, and we'll refer to them throughout the reading if necessary. But yeah, if the work is not done, the shadows will definitely remain. And that applies to the feminine, that applies to the masculine. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's go ahead and grab some additional insight. I'm going to go ahead and pull from this deck by Angelic Revelation 144, The Sacred Healing Journey. For Cancer, Divine Feminine. Let's take a look and see, where is the feminine at on this journey? Fifth dimension to 12th dimension. And we did end up getting the 5th dimension card from the masculine. So you guys are definitely connecting in the 5D, but we also have the 12th dimension to think about here. So astral travel, expansion of consciousness, that is where the feminine is at. We've got happy times. The future is bright. And I feel that no matter what plays out here, whether you have a reunion with your masculine or not, that you'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet. That you're going to be okay. That you're going to manifest, as the card says, what is meant for you. For some of you, for some of the feminines, it could be that you're manifesting a new love. If you're not willing to go back to a relationship where there were just too many challenges, that is up to you. Let's see what else. What else for Cancer? Divine Feminine. Spiritual growth, consciousness, ascension. There's references to consciousness here when it comes to the feminine. So it could be the Divine Feminine going through this ascension. And for some of you, you're doing this without the masculine. Just kind of following your own path right now. We've got mountain. Facing fears, challenges, and overcoming obstacles. That is what you're focused on right now, Divine Feminine. Overcoming whatever these challenges and life's obstacles are in your own life. And certainly that includes the connection with the masculine. But the thing is, you both have to be able to climb that mountain together in order to have ascension in this partnership. Otherwise, this is a mountain that you're being able to perhaps focus on and climb on your own. Look at this. 3-fold flame. God, masculine, and feminine. The tree of life. What a beautiful energy. Turning to a higher power, turning to God for assistance in this partnership. Bringing the masculine and feminine back, getting you guys back onto the right path. Bringing things back to life in this partnership. And then we've got light leading the way. Illumination, that could be picking up off of the energy of the sun in tarot, which is very positive. It's happy. And I just happened, look at this next card, positive thinking. Sunshine after the rain. You see? So that light represents that sun. That could lead you towards union. That could even lead towards long-term commitment or even marriage with the masculine, if that's something that you're open to. Going back to the song, All for Love. Working as a team and collaborating. Equal give and take, giving and receiving. That is what's required in this partnership to work. Wow. All right. So let's add to this. I'm going to use the Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck again. And let's see if there are similar messages that already came through for the masculine here. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides focusing on Cancer, Divine Feminine. We've got everything. You are the one, my lover, my best friend, my peace, my safe place to land, my everything. I love you with every fiber of my being. You came into my life so unexpectedly. Life truly had a plan for us, and we are forever changed for the better. So maybe for some of my feminines, you still see this masculine as your everything, as your ideal mate, as your love. But you both have to perhaps work on this connection together to be able to overcome these challenges and welcome in these happy times, that the future can be bright. You guys have already been through the storm. You've already been through the rain. It's time to welcome in the energy of the sun, where you guys can find true happiness. For some of my feminines, this is where you are at. Okay, that someday card. And the card says, you only see the part of me that I let you see, the tough exterior, the poker face, no sign of the hurt that you put me through. I'm never going to let you see how fragile I still am on the inside. that there's still a part of me working on healing and my personal growth. I'll be okay without you eventually. Take that if it applies, especially if you have no interest in reconnecting with the masculine that hurt you, that broke your heart. Because remember, they were broken too. That's what came through in the first part of the reading. So if you need time to yourself, if you need time to heal, focus on that. Focus on your own light. This is really interesting. We've got protection, and then we've got these umbrellas. We've got more umbrellas right there. Okay? Find someone who will shield you from the rain, who will protect you from life's thunderstorms, cherish you through the not-so-good days, hold you through your fears, need you as much as you need them, someone who will never let that umbrella of love go. So, a couple of scenarios here. Either, again, you're detaching and you're staying detached and you're not interested in rekindling a partnership, which therefore is leading you down a very different path towards happiness, towards a new love, and you're looking for someone who's going to protect you in this way. We've got commitment, and then we've got kismet. So I feel the masculine is ready to commit. Maybe they weren't able to commit before. I mean, obviously we've had scenarios popping up where there were infidelities. But there's been a shift here, okay? So it does say, who would have thought one day, one smile, one person could change another's path? A shared vision, a shared destiny, a shared love that will last beyond this lifetime. So we do have masculines here who are ready to take things to the next level. They are ready to commit to this partnership. We have kismet. So you guys were destined to connect. You and I were two lost souls destined to meet in this lifetime. It doesn't matter how many wrong turns or choices we've made before we came into each other's lives. All that matters is that in the end, we got it right. We found each other. And you can find your way back to each other. That light is leading the way for you guys to find your way back to one another. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself here for the feminine reading. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot messages here and see where else this is going to go. So I'm going to pull from the Sacred Secrets of the Heart Tarot by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer, focusing on the divine feminine here. So you're either wanting to reinvest in this partnership, or you're going your own separate way to find love elsewhere, which is certainly your choice, your prerogative. And going back to that message that came through earlier, you can hope, wish, and pray all you want, but you can only manifest what is truly meant to be yours. We've got the Four of Cups, okay? So cups representing your own water energy, Cancer. This is about contemplating and boredom. Some of you guys might be really bored with where life is at right now. Maybe there's a lot that you're thinking about when it comes to your future. When it comes to your connection with your masculine, divine feminine. The Four of Cups can also be indicative of missed opportunities and lots of regrets. But that's such a wasted energy because you need to focus on the now and the future rather than the past and what could have been or what has been missed. But some of you guys are definitely focused on the past with that Six of Cups. Cups, again, your own water energy, Cancer. You and your person could have connected in a past life. Okay, so maybe when you guys met in this lifetime, again, you were destined to meet in this lifetime. Maybe you guys had that instant connection, that instant attraction. Maybe you were instant friends, lots in common. So it could be that we have a feminine here who's feeling very nostalgic about the happy times, the good times that you guys have shared. We do have the Five of Swords here, which I'm not surprised to see that. Manipulation and defeat. Because if we tie it together with the masculine reading, this was happening. We could have had a masculine who was manipulative. and created a whole lot of tension and conflict in the relationship because of infidelities and trust issues. So my feminines, through this Nine of Wands, you've definitely been through a battle. You've been hurt by all this. Hasn't been an easy journey at all. And it's caused you perhaps to really question yourself and to make you feel less than or feeling unworthy of love, but you're absolutely focused on perhaps healing yourself and moving forward so that you can attract what it is that you certainly deserve in love and romance. Look at this. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. Money Matters looks amazing for the Divine Feminine. Ten of Pentacles, though, in love and romance is a great card because this is a very strong soul connection that either you will make in the future with a new love, or the masculine that you are in separation from or having some major issues with, because this represents stability and success and security and a solid offer towards commitment. Here's the commitment card right here. A solid offer for a new beginning, a solid offer towards marriage. This is someone who wants to be a part of your life long term. So through this Page of Pentacles, which is all about manifestation and new enterprises and, as it says, plans for structure, you got to focus on the reality of things, the good and the bad. See the whole picture. The Page of Pentacles is someone who's very ambitious. This is a card of diligence, going after what it is that you desire. So my feminines, if you resonate with the energies of the Page of Pentacles, again, you can manifest what is meant for you. Here we are again with that Moon card. Okay, so yeah, this was a part of the equation. So these readings are definitely feeding off of each other. The deception, the lies, the secrets, the fears, the anxieties. Things that were being hidden by the masculine from the feminine, So the feminine was kept in the dark. Yep. But you guys can either have a very successful reconnection, especially if a masculine is able to get to the point where they can make that solid offer for and towards the feminine. That can move you guys forward to be happy. It's either that or the feminine is going to take it upon themselves to create a much better future, which is certainly your choice, Divine Feminine. You're going to stand on your own 2 feet no matter what. You're going to be successful no matter what. You're going to be okay no matter what. Remember, going back to this message, you've got happy times ahead. The future is bright. Whether you reconnect with your masculine, whether you find new love elsewhere, your life moving forward is going to be happy and bright rather than being in a dark place. That's not where you're meant to stay. That's not where you're meant to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this like I did for the Divine Masculine. Let's grab some numbers here, some angel numbers. So from the Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck by Mystic Moon, let's go ahead and see what the numbers are for the feminine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. Divine Feminine, what's the advice? 1, 2, 3, 4. A forward momentum is beginning to take shape in this connection. So for some of you, yeah, things are going to progress and improve and get better. 2, 3, 2 makes sense for me. Romance yourself as a way of attracting more of this energy into your life. So the advice here for the Divine Feminine is to love yourself first in order to find that love outside of yourself. Whether you reconnect with your masculine that you're thinking about for this reading, or for those of you who are really wanting to go in a different direction and find love elsewhere, that's what's going to help you get there. 2, 3, 4, your twin is leveling up their energy in order to match yours and will face you when the time is right. Okay, so especially those of you who are on a twin flame journey, these are messages that's trying to get you to understand that things are progressing, things are moving forward. Your masculine, as it says, they're leveling up their energy to be able to match yours. And when the time is right, you'll be able to meet up. 511, your twin flame is now beginning to connect the dots back to you. You see that? So we have a masculine here who's actually working on this. And finally, getting that epiphany, that light bulb moment for them to do whatever it is that they need to do to fix this. Progress is being made in your connection despite what you are seeing in the 3D world. I love that because we've got references to 5D interactions going on here, and even, you know, the 12th dimension that was mentioned here. And in the 3D world, things might be a little bit chaotic, but it's not meant to be like that forever. There's progress that's being made here. And the next card is 8338. You and your twin flame are mirroring each other's thoughts at this present time. So that's good. You guys are actually on the same page. You are on the same page when it comes to your masculine, divine feminine. So that's excellent. So wrapping things up here, Cancer. So let's go ahead and grab messages from the Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck once again. So let's take a look and see, divine feminine, what it is that you want to say to your masculine. Let's take a look at that. My love for you is endless. Okay? So the love is still here. I love this. This universe has a plan for us to find our way back to each other. And you know, it's interesting because from the divine masculine reading, and I've got this card right here, if we're meant to be, we'll find our way back to each other. And the universe has a plan to make that happen. Let's see what else. I can't imagine my life without you here loving me. Okay. Next message, our soul connection is magical. Okay, so you guys can certainly bring the magic back. Best friends, best lovers, best soul spouse. And the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come here, divine feminine. So maybe for those of you who are willing to give this relationship another chance. Yes, you guys have been through something difficult, but if you're willing to both put in the work, the best is yet to come. Okay, so there's still hope here for those of you who are looking for that hope, who are wanting a reconnection with the divine masculine here. All right, so that's what's coming through and where the feminine is at. So hopefully whatever part of either both readings made sense for you, or bits and parts of it, or just one portion, hopefully the advice that you have been given here is helpful for you. And if you're interested in your own reading, Cancer, that information is down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.